What's up, YouTube? Let's solve the New York Times hard Sudoku puzzle for August 29th, 2025. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. And if you'd like to try this puzzle yourself, there will be a link in the description. And this is the second video that I'm putting up for this puzzle. I realized after I already uploaded the other puzzle that I made a lucky mistake. And so I think I want to resolve it because I'm not sure. I ended up solving the puzzle relatively quickly. It only took me about 10 minutes, and I think that might have been part of the reason. Not sure how difficult the puzzle actually is if I hadn't made that mistake. So I do want to go through the solve again and be careful not to make any notation mistakes. So with that being said, let's fill the grid. All right, so let's see. We have this one looking across, one looks up. So one is in one of these two cells here, and that puts one in one of these two cells here. We have 2 and 2 looking up into this box. So 2's in one of those two cells. I do want to check this column here. We have a 3, 5, 8, and 9 is what we need. And I'm looking at this because there's only 4 open cells there. So 3, 5, 8, and 9. And if you notice, 3 and 5 are not able to go in these cells. So this is a 3, 5 pair. And the 5 has to go here, and the 3 has to go here. So that puts 8 here and 9 here, because we have this 8 looking across. We still need an 8 in the column, so it has to go here. And that's a 9. So over here, we're going to pencil 9s. And what else are we going to do? 4 and 4 looks across here. So 4 is in one of these two cells. Let's go back up here. All right, let's go. Just got a notice on my phone here. All right, what are we doing? We got 2 6s looking in here. So 6 is going to be in one of these two cells. We can actually place an 8 right here. Let's go put 8 down here in one of these two cells. Let's look at this row. We're down to 1, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so that's 4. That's 4, 5, 6. That's 1, 5. And this is 1. What do we need? 1, 4, 5, 6. So that could be 1, 4, or 6. Not a 5. Okay, we got 2's down here. Let's pencil those. You can put a 2 in one of these two cells here with this 2 looking across and this 2 looking up. And so that's going to put 2 in one of these two cells. Let's see. Let me take a look at this cell here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a 6. Yes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can only be a 6. It sees every other number. So we're going to place a 6 there. That is not a 6. So 4, 5 points here gives us a 1 there. Now this has to be a 6. Now this has to be a 1, and this has to be 2, and this has to be 4. Now this has to be 4. Okay, so we are cooking. And what else? What else could we do up here? Anything? How about here? These 3 cells are down to 5, 8, and 9. So this is just 8, 9. That's 5, 8, or 9. And this is also 5, 8, or 9. So I just want to mark that. We could place a 5 over here. This 5 looks across, this 5 looks down. So 5's right there, and that puts a 5 in one of these two cells. So now 5, 3, 4, and 2. Nothing we can do there. 5, 3, but the The 3 is in one of these two cells here. So now my mistake in the other puzzle, in the other solve, was when I saw this 3 looking across, I thought it forced 3 into one of these two cells, and it doesn't. So that's where I made my mistake. So that's where we're not going to make a mistake in this puzzle. We are going to keep checking here. All right, so we're going to have 1 in one of these two cells. Is there anything else? Okay, so here we can place a 6. 6 looks across, 6 looks down. 6 is right there. And then over here, actually we can place a 6 right here and a 1. Now 1's in one of these two cells here. The 7 is forced into these two cells. That's going to put a 7 down here somewhere. All right, I mean, what can this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 7, 8, or 9. Oh no, it can't be 7. It can only be 8, 9. 7 is forced over here because of these pointing 7s. So we do have an 8, 9 pair in this row here, and that puts 8 down here, and 6 right here. And now that forces 3. Okay, so this solve should be pretty similar from this point, because again, that worked out that way too. But this way, in this solve, I didn't get lucky. I used the correct reasoning to get there. All right, so this is not 7 anymore, so we're down to 1, 8, 9. Let's just fill that out. So we have a 1, 8, 9 triple right here now, which means this is a 2, 7. This is 5, 8, or 9. We do have a pair here, so that is a 1 and a 7. And 1 has to go right here, 7 goes right here. Okay, 8, 9 means that this is, so we have an 8, 9 pair in the box. 1 obviously goes right here. This is part of the 8, 9 in the column, the 8, 9 pair in the column. Let's come over here. Let's see about this column now. The only place for 2 is up here. We need a 3 and a 5. That's what we need for that column. Let's see. 4, 2, 8. We do need a 4. It's going to go up here. 5 is going to be in one of these two cells here. So 8 now over here is in one of these two cells in this box. Let's go up here. We need a 3, 7, 9 up here. So this is just 3, 7. This is 3, 7, 9. 3, 4, and 7. So this is just 4, 7. This is 3, 4, 7 up here. How about, let's fill this column in. 3, 7, 8, 9. So this is 3, 8, 9. This is just 7, 9. This is 3, 7, 8, or 9. Maybe this row, 2, 4, 7, 9. So this is 4, 7 right here. This can't be a 2 or a 9. This row needs 2, 4, 7, 9. This row right here that I'm going across, 2, 4, 7, 9 is what we need. And if you look at this column, there's a 2, 9 right here. So this cell can only be a 4, 7. That matches up with this 4, 7. So we need a 1. What's the rest of what we need in this column? We need a 1, 5. And we still need a 6. We do still need a 6. Ah, okay, so 6 and 6 are pointing up here. That forces this to be a 6. That forces this to be a 5. That forces this to be 3. Now this is 3. Okay, where's 1 going to go now in this column? Not here, not here, not here. Okay. And this should be a place digit now. We got the 4 7, so the remaining digit that we need is a 5. We need a 5 still in this column, so it's going to go right there. What is this now? 3 4 7. So that's 3 7. Looking at this box, 3 4 7, and then this column is 3 7 9. Okay, let's see, what can we do now? 5, we do need a 5 over here. 2 4 7 9. Let's look at this row. We need 2 4 8 9. 2 4. That could be anything. This could be 2 4 or 9. I guess let's look at this row here. We didn't look at this yet. We need a 5 7 8 9. This is just 7 9. This is just 5 9. 2 4 7 9 for this row. 2 4 7 9. This could be anything. This could be 2 4 or 9. It can't be 7. All right, so this is where there should be something pretty obvious here. 8 9 7 9. All right, where's the hang up here? This is 4 5. Five is in one of these two cells. All right. 2 4 9. Holy cow. Now what am I missing? These are pointing 5s. 5 8 9 2 7. Six. Why is that 6? I shouldn't have that marked as a 6. Sevens. All right, 3 4 7. This is only 3 7. This could be 3 4 or 7. What the heck? Eight, 9. What is going on here? This is crazy. This whole puzzle solved in basically the same amount of time as it did before. And now I'm just not seeing something. 4 5 3 7 9. 2 4 7 9. 9 points, right? Down here, 9 is over here. 9 is over here. Oh, 3 3 3. Oh my gosh. All right, so that forces 3 over here. This 3 down here was pointing up here at this. That's what I was not seeing. Oh man. All right. All right, 3, 4. So we got 4 and 3. That could have been such a quick solve, even with the correction. And now, let's see. Let's just finish this up. Let's see, 9. All right, that's a 5, 8 pair now. Points over here. That's 9. That's 8. That's 8. That is not 8. Let's see. 5, 8 makes this 9. Okay, we got 5, 8 right there. 7, 9 now in this row makes this a 5. Or makes this not a 9. That's a 5. That's an 8. Okay, that's a 5 now. That's an 8. 7 down here is resolved. That's a 4. Okay, 2, 9. Let's see, what do we need here? This is a 4. This is 5. It's not 4 anymore. 2, 9. What else do we need? Okay, this is 7. 7 and 9. That's 9. That's 2. 9 and 2 and 4. All right, so so I corrected my error, but then I got hung up on just not seeing this 3 down here. I just go blind to those things sometimes. I don't know why, but yeah, I apologize for the mistake in the first solve. I'm going to leave that up there because, you know, the rest of the solve was pretty much the same. So I just, it didn't take me very long, I guess, to see the correct way. I basically spotted the 8, 9 pair in this row that I think is what led to the, you know, the proper logic there for placing this 3 in here. So again, let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll see you next time.